first of all, I am a very large believer in a healthy diet because I feel that everything we put on our body, into our body, has to benefit our body, or in the end, we're giving ourselves an extra workout that we don't really need. So that number one, I think every rider needs to really look at their diet. We try to feed our horses optimally, so why we wouldn't try to feed ourselves optimally makes no sense to me. So I'm a bit of a health nut. My husband hates it, but that's how it is. And then I also am very committed. I do yoga, and for me, yoga is probably one of the greatest exercises to cross-train for an equestrian rider because it increases flexibility, increases stability through core stability and strength, and those are key aspects of being good riders, is to have flexibility, our ability to follow the motion of the horse, but also stability so that we can actually stay in that dynamic posture that we have to stay in moving with our horses and actually be effective, you know, as riders. Whether you're an average rider heading out for the trail ride or a performance rider, I think that yoga is just a fantastic cross-training exercise. I do a little Pilates, but I prefer yoga. It's just a style, you know, personal preference. I just prefer the workout I get with the yoga. I do pretty rigorous yoga.
What is the yoga that you do?
I do vinyasa flow, and vinyasa flow is can be very upbeat. It can have a pretty strong, it's very movement-oriented, breath-linked movement. Really brings up the internal fire. It's a great workout.
When you say breathwork link, what do you think about breathwork link and riding?
I love it, and I think that's why we need to learn to do yoga, because I think that's how riders learn to breathe with their horse. Exhale to help the horse exhale. So often tension is that held breath. You know, the horses feel it when the rider holds the breath. So when I'm teaching my students, I'm often teaching them yogic riding. We often talk about yogic concepts that I apply to riding. And I'm not a qualified yoga instructor by any means, but I find that the parallels are so deep. I just actually wrote an article for Dressage Today, and I speak about this in the article because I feel that there's ways to use the core that yoga perfectly explains to us. So yoga's awesome. I also believe some cardio, even though yoga you can get a good cardio to some degree if it's the right kind. I think cardio training is critical. You know, I run and I use our elliptical trainer, and I just think that you need the endurance, you need the ability to let your heartbeat stay elevated through a performance and not be exhausted at the end, because the horse needs to be doing the work more than us anyway, but on the other end we have to be in the saddle making sure the horse's timing is correct, and that takes endurance. So
nice.
So those are my pieces.
Perfect.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's awesome.